Yo, is good, yo, it's your boy Ty back here with another video, and in this video today, we're going to be going over the top 10 power forwards in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. Now, a lot of the primary power forwards you guys did see on the small forward list, such as a Zion, James Worthy type of cards. Now, we are going to see a lot of power forward primaries on this, such as a guy like Blake Bob. You guys know they will be somewhere on this list. Now, also, guys, you're going to see some centers. So, Shaq, obviously, is primary center. We're not going to see him on the power forward list. But a guy, let's say, like, just giving an example, Willis Reed, for example, is not on this list, but would be that power forward because he's 6'9" and probably can't really play that center position. So we're going to be talking about the top 10 power forwards right now in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. Now, before we dive any further into that, if you are new to my channel and have not yet, make sure to smash that subscribe button as we're on the road to 100,000 subscribers. Start our list off at number 10. We're going to plug in Michael Porter Jr. Now, it's no secret I am not the highest on Michael Porter Jr. It's no secret out there, but 63 base badges, and just as an overall card for his price, is really solid in my team. There's just no questions asked. He's just really solid in my team. Again, guys, I don't like the KD comparison that some people like. Jump shot 62 on quick is okay. It's not necessarily the best release in the game. Unquestioned, MPJ is really good, and it really starts with his height. He can play that power forward position because he's got decent height. You need to apply box and brick wall and maybe even worm if you want him at that 4, but you apply those badges, MPJ is really solid for his price. Again, I didn't necessarily love him in my game plan. I think there's better options for that small forward position, but if you look at the power forward position, I think MPJ can definitely hold it down. And I just think the power forward position in general right now is not the strongest. Coming in at number 9 is another card I don't really love, but I respect in Galaxy Opal Tim Duncan. I do think he is a little bit better than a guy like MPJ. You might ask why. Well, look at the defense. He's going to play absolutely incredible defense. And when I play against Tim Duncan, people know how to shoot with him, okay? I don't necessarily know how to shoot with Tim Duncan, but if you use Tim Duncan a lot, you're going to be able to get his release down. He's got a decently easy release to green. It's not necessarily the quickest, but it is Tim Duncan's base on very quick. You look at the card, there's really no flaws in him. He's not going to be able to handle the ball a ton, but he is going to play absolutely incredible defense. A card I probably should have used more than I did objectively, especially for like my no money spent type of squad, but I never really gotten any sort of love relationship with Tim Duncan like I have other cards. Another card here coming in at number 8 that I do not like is Danny Ferry. I don't know what you guys want me to say. I do not like Danny Ferry in my team, but I respect him enough to put him on this power forward list. He's got 69 base badges. Here's my thing, okay? He's way better. A way better version of Michael Porter Jr. Now, yes, they're pretty different, right? But you see a lot of similarities, right? Defensively, they're going to be pretty similar in general. I just feel like overall, they're pretty similar stat-wise. Now, here's the big deal, okay? Badge-wise, you can make the case either way. I think they're pretty close in general. Animation-wise, I don't know. I mean, I don't necessarily love base 98 on quick, but I think it's better than MPJ's release. Quick dribble style compared to, obviously, shifty. I just think Danny Ferry is a better version of Michael Porter Jr. People want to compare MPJ to guys like KD. I think he's more comparable to a guy like Danny Ferry, in my opinion. At number 7, a card who I definitely love is Kevin Love. Card you guys see me running on my no money spent squad that I think is just absolutely elite. Okay, you guys might be like, Ty, you're gassing Kevin Love. He's not that good. Tell me how he's not good. I mean, 97 3 ball, 90 speed. If you got Monty Williams, it's a 95 speed wide player model. Literally just a worse version of a Blake Griffin. That's really what Kevin Love is, because he can't really handle the ball quite as good, and he's not going to play as good of defense. But my opinion is this: Kevin Love is going to shoot the ball better than Blake. He's got incredible shooting badges. The Hall of Fame blinders is absolutely cheesy. He's even got Hall of Fame bullet and Hall of Fame quick first step. He's probably going to hang around my no money spent squad for a while. That's how much I like Kevin Love. I really do like the card. I think he is very useful on both ends of the court. He is definitely a card to not sleep on, especially for his price. Coming in at number 6 is probably going to be our most expensive card, is Karl Malone. I mean, I might even undervalued him, but my thing is this. Most people aren't going to even be able to get their hands on Karl Malone. But if you do, he's got quick dribble style, Kobe size of escape, Karl Malone based on quick, which is solid enough defensively. Absolutely elite. Look, guys, I'm never going to get Karl Malone, and it's fine. I'm okay with that. But if you did and were able to get Karl Malone early on, you got just an absolutely elite power forward in the game. It's just honestly that simple. Coming in at number 5 is the card we were just talking about in Blake Griffin. Now, when Blake first came out, and I'm still high on the card, it's just, in my opinion, height at the power forward position is so important outside of who I got as my number 1 power forward in my team. It's just one of those things. Blake does everything well on the court. Hall of Fame quick first step, great defensively, good enough shooting badges. Blake Griffin base on very quick. Kobe sides of escape, Scotty behind the back, shifty dribble style. But my thing is this, at the power forward position, how much are you really going to be using Blake Griffin? I mean, my power forwards rarely touch the ball, and that's the big thing for me. It's like, does Blake do enough on the court? Other than that, to put him any higher, and I mean, I guess you could have Blake as your number 1 power forward, and I wouldn't blink an eye. The difference between number 5 and number 1 on my list is so minuscule that it's really preference based. But my preference is to have Blake down here at number 5. At number 4, another card that is basically polar opposite of Blake Griffin is Patrick Ewing. Patrick Ewing is going to be that longer 7-foot frame, 7'3" wingspan, going to get you more rebounds, more stops in the defensive end of the court. Well, in the offensive end, it's not going to give you nearly as much. Still has jump shot 4 on quick, which is okay. The Ewing upper kind of throws it off a little bit. Fundamental dribble style is really solid, really good tendencies. I don't love Patrick Ewing, okay? I don't love the card. But if you like him as your top power forward in the game, again, another thing I can't really complain about. There's all these power forwards that are just in the same group. I just do prefer Patrick Ewing a little bit when comparing him to Blake Griffin. Coming in at my number 3 spot, I'm going to plug in Galaxy Hope with David Robinson, a very comparable card to a guy in Patrick Ewing. I just want to throw that out there. Very comparable to Patrick Ewing. I'm going to start this off by saying David Robinson shoots more full bars in my team than anybody else. I don't know why. I don't have the answer to it. But David Robinson is full man in 2K. But he's still 7'1". He still has got a 7'5" wingspan. And I just think he's an overall better version of a Patrick Ewing card. Now, again, the cards are pretty close. You can go either way. I just personally prefer David Robinson as a little better 3-ball. Just like him overall, total more badges. I just think he is that little bit better and has that slight advantage over a guy in Patrick Ewing. That is why David Robinson is coming in at my number 3 spot. Now, this one is one we're going to spend a while talking about. My number 2 is Thon Maker. Why do I prefer Thon Maker to David Robinson? Okay, let's talk about it because there's a lot to talk about here. Okay, 7 feet tall, 7'1" wingspan, but Thon feels longer. There's just something about Thon that feels longer. Now, here's the big thing, okay? Start with this. I have Don Nelson as my coach, so even if you have Monty Williams, that's fine. Then you're looking at a 95 3-ball floor general. It's basically a 99 speed, 92 interior, 96 perimeter. Here's the deal. Playmaker-wise, again, I don't make that many plays with my power forwards. I love making plays with Thon Maker in the full court setting. And another thing I like is the Hall of Fame fast twitch. I don't notice it a lot for a lot of guys, but for Thon Maker, I definitely do. As far as mashing is concerned, there's not many better mashers than Thon Maker. It's just that simple. There's just really not. He mashes extremely well, finishes around the rim extremely well. And it's just one of those things for Thon. It's jump shot 47 on quick is a really solid release. Does have the Scotty behind the back. KD size up. It's okay. It's not great. Again, I don't dribble too much with Thon in the half court setting. But I'm gonna do this, okay? I'm gonna do this, and I know it's gonna make a lot of people mad, and you guys are gonna say I'm biased for it. But look at the stats, okay? Perimeter +4. That matters because of his switchability. Steal +8. Interior, yes, I know it's -11, but again, with Don, you get that to a 92. Lateral quickness, basically the same. Block, basically the same. You look at this strength, I mean, yes, -20 does hurt the card, but it's not that big of a deal. +2 speed acceleration. 3-ball, basically the same. I mean, I'm telling you guys right now, there's not that much of a difference between anything in D-Rob and Thon. Really, his preference, I give the slight advantage to Thon Maker. And coming in as my best power forward right now in my team is Bob Netherlucky. Why is Bob at my top power forward position? Because he's only 6'9". Well, it's because he does everything else on the court extremely well. And defensively, absolutely immaculate. That switch ability that we were just talking about with Thon, shooting-wise, perfect playmaker-wise, Hall of Fame bullet and quick first step. Comes with quick dribble style. Set shot 25 on very quick is an absolutely cheesy release. I don't even have Bob Netherlucky yet. I don't. But I've played against him so many times, and it's just that switch ability that I am a big fan of for Mr. Bob Netherlucky. Now, after that, guys, so that's my list. Now let's talk about the cards that could have made it, right? That were on the verge of making it, that just didn't quite make the cut. Okay, Willis Reed, it's a card I want to look at, guys. If you can green with his 75 3-ball, I don't have a problem if you love Willis Reed. I really don't. If you can green with this 3-ball, because he's got quick dribble style, Kobe size of escape. If you can green with his 3-ball, I'm fine with the card. For me, MPJ is a card. I just like that a little bit more because I know I can green with him. Christian Laettner, honorable mention. Jeremy Grant, if you want to run him at the 4, he's just extremely undersized. Chris Webber, definitely there. If you want to run Jonathan Isaac at the 4, he'd definitely be on the list somewhere. But outside of that, I mean, Hakeem's going to be on the center list, cards like that. But the last guy I want to mention, if you got a souped up Bobo, or even this card, he might deserve a spot at 9 and 10. I absolutely love Bobo still to this day. And same thing with Galaxy Opal Giannis. You want to put either of those two guys on the list, I'm all for it. But that's going to wrap it up for my top 10. MPJ to Bob Netherlucky, any of these guys can play for you. See what ones fit your squad. That's going to wrap it up for my video, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy it. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.